That's why we have the age of consent, etc. You're not allowed to break that because as a society, and this is an arbitrary line to be fair, but we go like, okay, we have seen that 16-year-olds probably can't consent to this because they don't understand the full implications.
Moist critical. Now, I'm sure you saw this arch a couple days ago. With the idea that this conversation is an ongoing conversation today is just shows you where we're at in a society. I just can't wrap my head around that we're even having these conversations. So Moist Critical, a couple days ago, had a debate against Sneako, right? And they both came off looking like idiots, right? Here is a clip from that interview or from that debate.
Do you believe that somebody can go through hormone therapy? Can they change their gender if they're a child?
I think that's totally fine as long as everyone is consenting, as you agree with.
Okay, so as long as everyone,
if your parents are okay with it and you are okay with it, I think that's totally a familial decision to make. Yeah.
Okay, so a child can cut their penis off and take hormone blockers and change their biology forever, but they can't get married?
Oh, that's a decision that now extends beyond the family because now you're bringing in a different party. So if you have someone that's your age coming in saying, I want to marry that child, yep, I don't think that can happen under any circumstance.
So,
no.
But it's still a personal decision. You're still deciding.
Because there's
take the other party out of the equation. It's a personal decision. If I'm 16 and I personally want to marry this girl, she's beautiful. She's 21 years old. Her family wants to do it. My family wants to do it. You're saying I can't do that. We're both consenting. I'm ready to go. I'm physically mature, but I'm not allowed to marry because Moist says that woman's a pedophile. But if then the next day I leave it, I'm depressed, I want to cut my penis off, I can go right into the clinic, snip it off, and start taking HRT like Chris Tyson. That's a society that makes sense to you?
It is. I believe everyone has I believe everyone has the right to do with their body what they want to do.
Oh.
So
the ending of Sneako. Oh!
Right.
So I think we don't understand what the term consent means here. I think is the problem. Because children aren't capable of giving consent because we don't think they are mentally capable of understanding the full implications of the situation they are putting themselves in. That's why we have the age of consent, etc. You're not allowed to break that because as a society, and this is an arbitrary line to be fair, but we go like, okay, we have seen that 16-year-olds probably can't consent to this because they don't understand the full implications, which is why, yeah, you can't consent to being married, and you can't then consent to mutilate yourself either.
So the pushback on this was swift and hard, rightfully so.
I would imagine, yes.
What's that?
I would imagine, yes.
Yes. So he came out and he did a stream, on I think that happened over the weekend, and then he had a stream yesterday on Monday or Tuesday, and he said, well, I thought that I thought we were only speaking hypotheticals. I didn't know he was talking in reality. Right? He was actually and he tried to like cover his bases, but it's one of those things where this is a guy that has over 15 million subscribers. We did the math on it the other day. It was like 180 million views a month, right? This guy is just rolling in money, hand over fist. He cannot succeed to spite himself until he actually has an opinion, because that's kind of the thing that people talk about with him, is that he's a perpetual line sitter. With him is he has fairly milquetoast takes along the way. There are times where he gets fiery, but for the most part he plays it fairly straight down the line. But it has not gone very well, as just a few days after he came under fire, he has now decided to take a step back. This is from his Patreon. This is Goodbye, Charlie. Hello, everyone. Effective immediately, Charlie has made the decision to leave the official podcast and Red Thread. He wants to go on an indefinite hiatus to scale back his time spent on the internet. We obviously wish him the best. For everyone to respect his decisions and for all to know that the show will always be open for him to drop by and talk shop should he wish to return. The official podcast, Red Thread, and Criminally Stupid are not going anywhere in light of this announcement. This is the podcast that shows that he were on. Now, apparently, he's going to continue to make videos. I'm guessing. It doesn't say anything about that when it comes to, when it comes to that. Blabs, can you please pull up his YouTube channel to see if he's posted anything? Because I'd be very interested to see because he was posting things yesterday, but something happened between yesterday and today, where I guess he just maybe didn't want a live audience coming after him. Maybe during during the podcast they were doing it live, and people were coming after him. So, anyways, they are. This has been getting memed on pretty well. If you look at the comments down below on X, this was a prophecy. Huge YouTubers are quitting, right? And then this is pretty good. Charlie dishing out criticism to other creators. Charlie receiving criticism. Just going to the corner and just totally cowering in this situation. This is also pretty funny. Tries to form an opinion once, effing dies. Right. By the way, great thumbnail right there.
So I have his account is Penguins. Oh, correct. That's
yes.
Yes. So this is him. He's not said anything in community notes, but there has been a video out 1 hour ago. One of the weirder games I've ever played. And that's it.
Wait, that's from 1 hour ago?
Yes.
Okay, so he has posted a video.
Correct.
Right. Will you do me a favor and let's go in here, and while we're doing it, look at the comments. See what the comments say.
Friends.
Okay?
Oh, shut up, Charlie. He's like, friends. Anyway.
So apparently he's gonna, but he's not gonna post be part of the podcast
game on my own.
Still hear you, Labs.
What?
Oh, we can still hear it. I just now Sneako, the guy he debated, has come out and made a little statement about this as well. Sneako said over on X, says, MoistCr1TiKaL put out a statement saying he's quitting the internet after our debate. For years, everyone has seen cancel culture attack me, and I've never quit. My advice is to never take a break and never show weakness. Keep your head up, brother. So there you go. This is Sneako saying, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing? Blaz, what are the comments like on that video? Anything?
They're pretty fun. It's just like, man, it's almost as if that Patreon post said he was just leaving the podcast and not the whole internet. News of Charlie retirement was greatly exaggerated. Just things like that. Nothing really bad at all.
So he's scaling back.
Seems that way.
Seems like he's taking a little bit of heat for this. And it just seems like one of those situations where for the first time, he had to take, and he tried to cover his base. It was all hypothetical. I don't know. You see this all the time where people take their step back. And I post this over on X, but like DSP outliving another one. But I totally get the idea of scaling back in this situation.